Hi folks, it's an important weekend at the 8 Regents tournament in the Tyrell Night's Watch matchup. We have the result is 3-3 and we have game number 7 to be played in a second. Steven is going to play against Xelcor, the Night's Watch Regent. And yeah, don't want to go behind again, so we were 3-1 behind, it's 3-3 now, so would be nice to get ahead before the decisive games. And they are starting, I believe. Okay, just waiting for Steven. And let's see what the players have prepared for us. Okay, we have Battle of the Trident for Tyrell, and we have trading with Qohor for Night's Watch. Not Alliance, so relying on Night's Watch attachments. What does that mean? That means Long Claw and Lord Commander, probably spare boot in there to abuse Seal of the Hand, but they are weak on Lord, so they'll have to play Jon Snow and Old Bear in this deck, I think. Oof, and what I never like to see is Jon Snow in play immediately. With Sworn to the Watch, which means he has all the traits, right? Yeah, all the traits and all keywords, so he is Tricon with Stealth, Intimidate and Insight now. Not Renown though, but very easy for him to get Renown. And we have Rationing, which stops the agenda trigger, but not Qohor. Which makes me think probably that Night's Watch here has guessed that maybe Trident is coming or something that can can react to winning challenges, maybe Reigns. There's a few agendas and a few decks that like to do that, and Steven is stuck with Feast for Crows now for the round, but okay, that's doesn't seem like it's a disaster. Here comes the save. Yeah, no plot phase skill for Trident anyway, but just protect against other effects, and Craven goes on the Caretaker, so Craven is one to be traded, but it's not big enough to fetch Long Claw. I'm not actually. I can open Thrones DB on the other screen and have a look at attachments, so that I don't have to keep guessing what their cost is and stuff like that. Okay. Not the strongest start, unfortunately. And our reserve as well. And the problem is that Jon now can attack with Stealth and Intimidate, right? And do damage. Plus Military Claim, although then I'm sure the Reducer is going and taking the Terminal Craven away with him, which makes it impossible for Qohor to trigger. Well, there's this one, but that's not getting traded ever, I think. Well, makes sense to intimidate the army because you don't have a defender, but means that he's left Baxter standing now. And Steven is over reserve, so I'm guessing he lets it go in attacks instead. Depends if he's worried about unopposed power. Or if he's worried that this Sworn to the Watch could be traded for something else. I'm seeing some obsidian arrows and improved fortifications in Night's Watch and stuff like that, so it's not a realistic possibility. Loses Rose Garden, not the worst card to lose, I mean. And okay, decided to do unopposed power instead of saving this for dominance. Yeah, sucks if Night's Watch will insist on going first with this Jon Snow. So you will find it quite easy to intimidate because of his stealth as well. Night's Watch losing economy. And Tyrell actually ends up ahead because Fistful Crows triggers, so yeah, Seasoned Woodsman could have remained standing, right? Okay, then Baxter probably doesn't attack, but still. And March against a small board really hurts, but let's see what Heads on Spikes does. I'd like to hit an old Bear Mormont or something. King's Road. Well, it's the second econ card. Questionable whether he has more, but he has a good board, so losing a character would have been preferable here. Okay, now they're staying for sure. Annoying guy, doesn't have too much to trigger off here, just the one attachment. And that's exactly the card I wanted to see, Bounty in Steven's hand. But does he have stuff he can play out? Remember, he is slightly under pressure with the military challenges here as well. Okay. So character to absorb claim, and actually now Jon cannot just do military because he can't stealth both of them. And if Jon starts with other stuff, then of course there's no other military icon at the moment. So he has 6, he starts 1, and then Halder gives him +1 so that he can beat the other 2 with 7. Yeah, that's annoying. And if you don't defend, if you just defend with this guy and Halder boosts, then he still has Intimidate on one of the armies. Is that good? Let's see, have a trigger from this. Because now Steven's agenda will trigger, right? He can't intimidate them all, unless Jon can stand. Some quick power, but looks like he's losing the power challenge back. And even just military playing desperate attack, right? It's as good a time as any to do it. Military with this guy and flip into desperate attack. Do the 3 claim power. Could also do some kind of reinforcements or something. Okay, he's not flipping into anything here, so he's saving it for the power challenge. What could be siege preparations? Maybe it's his one of his favorite plays. He has the claim raves even. Yeah, he's going to refill the hand. That increases his chances here quite a lot. Losing long table doesn't seem like a problem. Can you search for a limited? You can. Takes the honey wine, grabs the cards. And now what's the reset situation in Night's Watch Qohor? It's a great Morgulis. Draw is what he needs though, because Qohor is dead. It's a 0 cost attachment. Okay, Varys' riddle is not going to hit because whatever happens, Jon is traded for this little guy. So that's a good round for Steven again. Now is there finally a seal of the hand? I like Steven playing this Trident. He is a real specialist. He's learned the sequencing, and I can't really give any advice on commentary that would be better than the way he's playing it. Not sure if we weren't sure even as a team if Night's Watch is a good faction to play this against, depending on the deck, I guess. But now that it's slightly weak on the military icons and the armies are strong, it's not that kind of deck with great ranging and strong bodies. Suddenly it's not looking too bad. Start wasn't great, Jon going first, intimidating, but now it's turning slightly. Although going first and flipping into desperate attack, of course, is not an option. So you flip into what? Heads on spikes or something. Again, I'm a bit lost when it comes to all the plots. Catapult. Strength 4 or lower. Strengths are big at the moment, but these are attachments to be traded, and this can be traded for seal of the hand if he's allowed to win challenges. And Steven is going first with a full hand and has not marshaled much, which is worrying, because this Trident deck I don't think is an ambush heavy deck. He can defend 2 challenges but not intrigue. So if Qohor does a good trade, I don't know, does he attack, do his challenges, or does he leave it for defense because there is a threat? But then threat is there every round, right? There's a win by 5 now as well. That is a possibility. And yeah, leaving it unopposed. And now what? If you flip into desperate attack now, and this 3 claim power would be 12, plus the claim race is already 13. But it doesn't quite close the game, right? Oh, it flips into Wildfire Assault. Again, didn't quite see it coming. That's useful. Have to keep the guy with attachments, so... And John is staying. Yeah, ooh. That hurts. That hurts quite badly. Now what power? With the raised claim. Yeah, surely has to be. And if it's unopposed, it's Honeywine again, but if it is opposed, then you have this Intrigue challenge to do the damage. Fields of the Reach, all 3 in play, but they need the Reach location, so can only really be triggered once. 13 for Steven. And if character's nil, he has dominance as well. I'm sure there's a heads on spikes lurking about. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Now he defends, right? Or does he use his ability? Or the catapult ability? That's setback. He does, okay. And I'm not sure what the ambush cost is on the Truckee Honor Guard, but if that's in hand and defends Aemon against Qohor, that sucks real bad for Peter here. Okay, at least that's not there. And now you can trade catapult for Seal of the Hand, right? And try to do something more with John. Yeah, close. Close for Steven, but didn't quite get it. Had 2 more claim from Desperate Attack, but then there were more standing characters. And now John is having to do power just to stay in the game, not killing stuff off. Could be that we have Morgulis, and this is traded, what, for Longclaw? Miner's Pick. Which goes away a few Morgulis before the marshalling, so... Well... Big round. If Steven wins initiative, he will be pretty annoying to stop. I think he has a heads on spikes. Okay, against Mad King's Command and the Warrior, if you keep this guy, it's raised claim. Then if they all attack power, you have to keep... Oh, you have to keep the Honeywine. Well, in two the Reach locations. So that would be enough. If they can win. If some crazy defender comes in, or if a Craven... No, Craven doesn't go on anyone. Question is, does he try to put a stronger body in, but then he is losing the power on poor fellows, and that's... yeah, that's a closer potentially. He puts Randall in. He can take attachments, so if he takes a Craven here, then I guess you lose him. I don't know. There's also one, the rich location you're not using, but yeah, you could just put another one in. Okay, so he gets milked and 0 gold. So I think if you lose Randall Tarly and keep the armies, it's game over if the power challenge is successful. Otherwise it's 20 to 10, so it's still over because the honey wine also would gain power. I think. So you go down to 11, then you do power challenge. Oh no, you need the 7 guy for 2 claim. So you would go down to 11, then you have 1 claim is 12, honey wine is 13, and Fields of the Rich is 14, and Randall doesn't have renown. And he's going for it. He's rolling the dice here and keeping the little guy instead of Randall. Well, it's not perfect information. There's cards in hand, but no gold, so honestly it's not looking great. Oh, okay. It's just another thing for Honeywine to do. If they just do... so what? I can do... yeah, I can do whatever. Either challenge, really. Celso doesn't have it. Well, I don't know. I don't know how repeatable this is. This seems pretty pretty good here for Tyrell. Would every game go this way? Poof, okay. Gain some extremely quick power. Trident is not a rush agenda. Yeah, just everything. Can do his win here to get to 15, but if he couldn't, then they attack with Honeywine still. So I have to admit I'm impressed by this win. I don't know if Night's Watch has a good matchup, but the problem is it's so army heavy that Cravens were dead and then you lost them for being terminal. And yeah, can't stop anyone attacking. Milk on Randall, even that went away. He wasn't needed. Seal came too late. And that Varys' Riddle missing. Forced March was there to stop Jon, so just absolutely everything going Steven's way. Okay, we'll leave it here because I'm in a bit of a hurry. I have to get all of these videos uploaded. So that means it's 4-3 in favor of Tyrell now. And 3 games to come where I think we have chances. We should be able to get the draw, but I think we have chances to win it. So hopefully it goes our way over the weekend. 1 more game, or 2 more games on Saturday, I believe, and 1 on Sunday. So thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time.